When you develop your meta skills, you as the owner of the business are going to lift the way you operate. You're going to be a much better owner and much better operator of that business. What actually happens is the structure, which is all of those things you need to do through the Pathfinder about how you operate the business well, and your skills line up and everything lifts with it. So the first shift that you'll find when you've developed your meta skills is that you stop running blind. You're not guessing in your business anymore. You're making real decisions based on the actual problems you're looking at. You can execute those decisions without second guessing, and you move faster. So once you make that shift, your business stops being about doing a whole lot more, and it starts being about doing what's right and doing that over and over again. So the second shift that you'll see is that your team lifts with you. You can set clear direction, you can manage meetings way more effectively, you can navigate tension, and you can set standards and hold standards. What really happens in that second shift is that the team stops just rolling up to work and doing stuff, and they actually understand why. They understand what standards you expect of them. They understand that it's okay for tension to be in the environment because it'll be navigated effectively. And it's not really just about it being a culture. It's a meta skill or a set of meta skills in action. The third shift that happens in a business once you've developed your meta skills is that execution becomes a system. And I always say to people, the businesses that win are the ones that execute the best. So if you think about that, you don't spend weeks and months in overwhelm where you as the leader are the one that are like the weak link in the chain. You stop giving up on ideas halfway through to chase the next bright, shiny object. And finally, you as the business owner stop being the bottleneck in the business. This shift is the one that stops your business spinning its wheels and builds real and sustainable momentum. So the fourth shift is that pressure doesn't break you anymore. You can run a bigger business, you can employ more staff, you can take bigger risks, you can deal with bigger conflicts. All of these things you can deal with on a much larger scale without these things snapping you. And quite often, if you don't have these meta skills, the slightest indication of pressure, people tend to withdraw into their cave and either don't do things or go and do random things that aren't necessarily productive to their business. So the meta skills help you deal with that extra pressure. So the final shift when you've built your meta skills is you actually get your time back. You're dealing way more in a scenario of control and way less in a scenario of chaos. You're not actually any longer just building a bigger business or a better business. You're actually building a better version of yourself. Meta skills are the leverage point that nobody's talking about. Everybody's talking about revenue, profit, and growth, and nobody seems to be talking about upgrading themselves. And this is the unlock. The businesses that grow fastest are the ones with the operators that have grown first. If you build your meta skills, your business will start following your lead fast.